Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Matthews here, and I want to do a quick review of Dr. Ben Adkins' Living Emails program, his course on email marketing automation and dynamic behavioral response, which is so far a fantastic course. I've only gone through the first two modules because that's all that's available so far, but it has been very good up to this point. And I wanted to start off talking a little bit about the problem that I had in my business before I was introduced to some of the concepts that Ben is teaching in this course. So first off, I had been constantly building a lot of marketing things, and that were just like one-off things, that I didn't have any sort of marketing assets that I was building in my businesses. And thus I couldn't really grow and expand. I've just always been stuck. And learning to build campaigns and automation sequences in my business has really changed what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, so that I'm building up a library of assets in my business that I can just continually grow and add to. And I can just turn up the traffic on any of those to help increase the amount of money that I make in that business, or the amount of leads or prospects that I'm trying to collect. So that's the first problem. The second problem I had before doing any working with these concepts was that I was not in tune with my core self. And also not in tune with what my prospects really wanted in any of the various businesses that I work with. So what ended up happening was the stuff that I was putting out didn't connect with the people very well, and I wasn't able to convert sales. And then secondarily, when I was able to convert sales, when I was working with clients and stuff, I ended up with clients that I didn't like, or who didn't like me, and I didn't enjoy working with. And that brings down my own self-esteem, and not really think I can get results for these people when I know that I can. And it made my business just sort of not fun to be in. And I actually ended up, getting out of business for a little while and going to work at a regular 9-to-5 job doing the same type of marketing stuff for a big company. And I've since come back to the consulting stuff, and I have a much better understanding of who I am and what I can do, and who the clients that I really want to help are. And that's had a major impact in my business. So those were the problems I was having before being introduced to the concepts that Ben teaches in the Living Emails course. So I do want to talk a little bit about how I heard about this product, and then the experience so far. And I'm going to show you a little bit around in the course, and then show you some results that I've recently had applying some of these, the stuff that he teaches just in the last couple of weeks. So hopefully it'll be really useful for you. So first off, I heard about this program through the Syndicate. That is Ben Adkins' mastermind group. I've been a part of that group for a little while now, and I've got a lot of value out of it. But as soon as he mentioned the training on the Living Emails, the webinar that he's doing for this, I hopped on and really enjoyed that training, and then purchased the course and started going through it. And so with that, I want to hop in. Let's see if I can get my screen share thing here to work. And I'm going to give you both a quick tour of the members area for Living Emails, and then show you a couple of things that I've applied these concepts and how they've been an impact in my business. So let me see if I can figure out screen share here. Screen share, I want to share this screen share. So here we go. This is the Living Emails program homepage. And you guys can sign up for that if you want to, but I want to hop into the members area. Members area is very cool. I've never actually been through a course that's on this value add-on platform. It's pretty easy to navigate and get around. So this here is where the actual courses are, and you can see I've gone through the first couple of modules already. But when you click in on the introduction, it gives you the lessons all nicely laid out, course overview, what we're building, system preview, the two types of emails. Anyways, there's a lot of good stuff in here. And on each one of the sections, and I clicked the wrong button there. Let me back out. I guess it's just going to open up into a new tab because I have forgotten to log in. There we go. Content. So you get into, and you can go through each one of the courses, and every one of the lessons, when you view it, has the video and has like your downloads for each one, each section. And so the emails load pretty quickly. You can probably hear his voice there. I'll pause that. But anyways, you can see he's teaching in this one. He's teaching about your core and your audience core and your product core, which I'll show you just a little bit of that in a minute for my own business. And then in the first module, he just goes over some of the tools that you use, which he recommends and teaches ClickFunnels and Active Campaign in here, and I had not used Active Campaign before being introduced to this course. I had been using ClickFunnels already, and I was doing a lot of the marketing automation stuff that Active Campaign does. I was trying to build in either Infusionsoft for my clients or doing custom PHP coding stuff, which was really, really difficult and very, very hard to get functioning properly. So it made it hard to do and made me less likely to do it. So I want to show you a couple of things from both Active Campaign and ClickFunnels that are that I've been using the past couple of weeks that he teaches these concepts in this course. So the first one is the Active Campaign. This is my Active Campaign that I just set up yesterday, and there's a couple of automations in here that now these automations are very cool, and it's from a basically it's from a dynamic behavioral response campaign or a living emails campaign that I had already been trying to set up and build, and it had taken me weeks to try and figure out to do manually with some of my other email marketing campaigns. And I came in here and I was able to build this whole series out in less than 10 minutes. So I have the very beginning when someone requests requests my lead magnet, it comes in and sends an email and with a delivery to my bribe. And you can see there a tiny screenshot of the actual way this campaign is set up, a flow chart. And I've got it set up to do some pretty interesting things where it'll, if they click on the link, then it will enter them into the next set of automations. And if they don't click on the link, it'll send them the bribe again. And if they don't click on it a third time, then it'll send it to them, a third time to make sure that they get the bribe. And each one of those times, it'll drop them into the next portion of my automation campaign, so it's like basically whatever the contacts do, the actions that they take determines where they end up in my funnels or in my campaigns. So right, and then my next part of the sequence is this milestone series where I'm actually providing some value in advance, and I haven't even finished building this out yet. But it waits for a day and sends them the first email, and then I'm going to have it wait a day and send to probably about 5 emails through that automation sequence. And my whole goal in this particular one is to get someone to request a conversation with me. And when they request a conversation, it's going to kill the reminder series and it'll kill the milestone series that I had set up, and it's going to send out the email that'll automatically ask them to set up the appointment for me live. And it's this whole dynamic campaign that's this whole living emails that concept that Ben is talking about, where based on what my prospects do and the way they act on these different automation platforms, then I can tag them and I can have different actions happen. And at the end of, I think it's my approach series here, at the end of the approach series, I've got it set up that it's going to drop them into an entirely new list and have them go through a whole different set of funnels. So I've got this whole automation series set up and built. Now I did this before going through the Living Emails course because I've been looking into these concepts for a little while, but the Living Emails course teaches you exactly how to do this in this system, in the Active Campaign system. So very cool. And I say this took, when I did one of these for my clients in Infusionsoft, it took me like 3 weeks. To build this in Active Campaign took 10 minutes, and Ben shows you in the course how to do all of this. That's very cool. The other one is ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels is the other tool that he teaches you how to use in Living Emails. And I have been using ClickFunnels for maybe 6 months now. I was one of the first users when it came out. And it's really, really cool and practical as far as like building pages and stuff. And this was one of the first campaigns. I actually or not first campaigns, but this is one of my most recent campaigns that I built in ClickFunnels. And you can see my conversion stats here a little off, but I've got a thing going into their support desk for, because it was duplicating emails in here. But my conversion rate on this page is 73% for a simple Amazon product that I have on here. And I'm using some of those dynamic behavioral response stuff here where they are going to see a couple of upsells and downsells and order complete stuff. And there's I even got some extra pages all in here And this funnel, I put it up, and within 48 hours made like $300 or $400 in sales for my Amazon product with this funnel. And all of these pages building in ClickFunnels, again, this took me just a couple of minutes to build in here, maybe 45 minutes to put 5 different pages together and tie them all into Stripe. And I even got them tied into Zapier and automatically fulfilling orders with Amazon. So pretty cool stuff that's going on with ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels is very powerful software, and what Ben is doing in the Living Emails course is when you get to module 2 and 3, he's going to actually be giving you the ClickFunnels stuff. You click a single link, and it's going to drop in example funnels for you to just come in and make changes to. So that's very, very cool for what he's teaching in there. So that is basically so far what I've been looking at and learning in the Living Emails course. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's new to the concepts of dynamic behavioral response marketing, or understanding core values and stuff for your customers and for yourself, so you can align those. It just makes sales really easy. And I can tell you, before I started doing the core value stuff, the last time I tried to build an opt-in for this product and get people to go through it, my conversion rate was like 3%. And after going through the core training on how to get an exact idea of who your customer is, and then an exact idea of who you are and where you guys meet and what the product does, and how it fits into their ultimate desires, I was able to write this page and put the content together on it very easily. And my conversion rate on this, without the messed up number there, is 75%, which is the highest conversion rate I've ever got for any of the pages that I'm doing. And we're running basically cold traffic to it. So very cool on that opt-in thing. So the core training and stuff in the introduction and module 1 is phenomenal. Highly recommend you guys go through it just for what he teaches here, because if you did nothing else but just go through part 1, you would get your value out of this course, and then the rest of it is all just icing on the cake. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast, and hope you guys enjoy Living Email.